What's up YouTube? It's your boy Kelvin Collins and I'm here back again with another video here on YouTube where I had to share my forex strategy on what I see on the market before I make a decision either to buy or sell on my chart. Okay guys, so here on YouTube I document my trades on particular setups I see in the forex market before I either make a decision to either buy or sell. And I also have a personal WhatsApp group where I had to journal my trades, journal my conferences, take note of my conferences on the particular strategy, the particular conferences I see before executing a buy or a sell position, guys. So yeah, I'm going to walk you guys through on the trade I took for the second week of the December 2024, and this is going to be the last week I'm going to trade for. So for the remaining 2 weeks for this week, I'm going to use it to backtest, and I'm going to walk you guys through on how I backtest and how I do backtest the forex market, guys. So you guys should subscribe to my channel, turn on post notification, and like this video. Okay guys, let me take you over to my WhatsApp group where I share my setup for the second week of December. Okay, so this is it guys, second week of December setup. Okay, so the first one I saw was GDP JPY setup. So this was on the 3 hours time frame. So on the conferences, what are the conferences I saw before I'm going to like execute a position of sell at this point? What are the conferences? So the conferences I saw was on the 3 hours time frame. I saw a valid supply zone. I saw followed by an FEG, multiple breaks downside, which is the break of structure BOS to the downside, and I saw liquidity resting above my points of interest, and my entry time frame was on 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes. So 3 hours depends on how price was able to mitigate that fair value gap. So let me open the chart so I will get to show you guys. Let me zoom in real quick. Let me explain the conferences that I was explaining. So this was a valid this was a valid supply zone, guys. Okay, because this was a break, this was another break. So after this break, this was when momentum kicked into the market, leaving a fair value gap behind, and also a liquidity resting above this level. So this was the conferences I saw. So when price hits my supply zone, what did I have to do? I had to go to the lower time frame, which is I started from the 1 minute time frame to see how price was reacting. Then I get to take my entry from the 15 minutes time frame, and it was massive, guys. I was able to secure good profit on GDP JPY for this week. So let's head over to the next chart. I will show you guys the results before. This was before, and I'll show you guys the after. I don't think I took the screenshot of the after, but I'm going to walk you guys. So let me see if I took the screenshot of the after, because I didn't take the screenshot, but I took the screenshot of when I was making the profit on GDP JPY. Let me show you guys real quick. Okay, this was it. This was when I was starting to sell GDP JPY. The first one that was on red, that was when I was starting to sell GDP JPY. So I was on red while selling GDP JPY at the moment. But anyways, I was able to secure a good profit on GDP JPY. So let's move on to the other pair, which is Euro USD. So now on Euro USD, this was on the 50 minutes time frame. Euro USD was a trade that I took for this week that I was able to make $40 from, because I risked $10 from it. Okay, it was 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so I made $40 off of this pair. If I have risked $100, I'll be making $400, and if I have risked $1,000, I'll be making $4,000. But I cut my coat according to my size. Okay, so I was able to risk $10 on this, and I was able to make $40 for the week on this particular setup. Now let me walk you guys on this Euro USD and what I saw before taking this particular conferences here on Euro USD. So this is on Euro USD. Okay, this is on Euro USD. What are the conferences I saw that I'm going to take this particular sell? Okay, let me show you guys. I think I also made a video. Okay, on Euro USD 15 minutes time frame, I was like buy limit. Sorry, it's a sell limit, not instant execution. It's a sell limit. Okay, the conferences was the mitigation of the higher time frame, which was on the 2 hours time frame, I'm going to show you guys the sweep of liquidity resting above. Okay, change of character on the 50 minutes time frame after price has mitigated the higher time frame supply zone, just the way I executed just the way I executed sell on GDP USD and GDP JPY. That's the way I'm also trying to execute sell on Euro USD. So the conferences I saw was a change of character on the lower time frame, which I had to go to the lower time frame to secure that the market is about to begin its down movement to the downside. Okay, and I saw an inducement level. I saw a tiny fair value gap and also a supply zone. So here on the 50 minutes time frame, let me show you guys. Here on the 50 minutes time frame, this is the tiny fair value gap. This is the inducement. This is liquidity resting above the POI. Okay, and this is more like the liquidity that swept. This was more like the eye that swept all the eyes, all the previous eyes. Okay, so let me walk you guys through. After being able to point out this, okay, this was it on the 2 hours time frame. I got to like show it out. Okay, so this was the 2 hours time frame that price mitigated. As soon as price mitigated, gave me a change of character. A change of character simply means market is starting to head to the downside. So that was why I spotted on the 50 minutes time frame. So that was why I was waiting patiently for price to come back to this supply zone, to the 50-minute supply zone, which price did, and price tapped me in, and this was where I was trying to take my profits. Okay, because I had a liquidity and also more like a demand zone at this point. But I'll show you guys in full details. Okay, let me play the video real quick. This video is about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. Let me play the video real quick. What's up, guys? On Euro USD chart, on the 2 hours time frame, what can we see? Price created what? An inducement level, right? I'm coming. Let me bring out my marker so I'll be able to mark this out. Okay, now what do we see here? Price broke structure. This tiny break of structure is a valid zone, guys, because you see that price came here, tapping into this one, it has massively leaving a what? A fair value gap at this point. Leaving a fair value gap and broke structure. So this is a valid zone to sell from, guys. This is a valid zone. Now what do we see? Price broke structure, came back, failed to tap into this doji candle, because this doji candle is the supply zone. Now price reacted off from what? This fair value gap, creating what? An inducement level. So price went straight to the downside. Now what did price do at this point? Price came back, filling in this supply zone, and we see the reaction to the downside, clearing out the liquidity resting above this point. So now if you have to make our target, you have to make targets to this next liquidity point. But as a smart money trader, if you go into the lower time frame, you see multiple breaks of structure to the upside, right? Good, you are correct. So if you want to buy from this zone, you are correct, because what? If you go to the lower time frame, price swept this low, price in this liquidity, if you go to the lower time, I don't want to go to the lower time frame, price in this liquidity, sweeping the liquidity and what? Reacted massively to the upside, breaking what? This high. You are correct if you are buying from here, but as a smart money trader, there is a liquidity resting above this your level. So if you are trying to buy, I don't want to go too deep on buying and selling. The only thing I just want you guys to understand was how I was able to like spot this particular setup before me taking the trade. Okay, guys, so let's head over. So this was on Monday when I was doing my analysis. Okay, let me show you guys the results and after. Okay, so let me take you guys to my chart. So this was more like the chart on my trading view right now. So this was the setup. So this was where price came to mitigate, and I was expecting price to come back into that lower time frame supply zone, which price did. And guess what? Price offered me a 1 to 4% ratio, like 1 to 4. This was a very nice one for me because I was anticipating that price should come here before I start seeing the reaction that is going to reject. But anyways, price, this zone failed to like push price to the upside, but I was able to secure a good profit from this, like, guys. This was a very nice trade. So let me take you guys to other setups I took for the week. I took Euro USD, GDP JPY. Okay, let me take you guys to BTC. BTC now, on BTC, this is where I get to like learn, like to avoid previous mistakes on BTC. Okay, these setups I have done so many mistakes like this, but I'm trying to like correct the mistake. So BTC is going to be the last setup I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so now on BTC, this was what I saw on the 10 minute time frame, guys. On the 10 minute time frame, so I saw liquidity resting above this POI. Okay, and I saw this more like a resistance level, is more like a supply zone, and I was waiting for price to come here before I'm going to buy BTC. So let me show you guys. Let me show you guys, because I really fucked up on this particular trade. Let me show you guys. I was trying to be greedy because I have a low account, and the money I was making, like I was risking, let me say for instance, I was risking $50 to make about $100 or $150 on this particular. I was risking 50 to make $150 on this particular trade on BTC. But guess what price it? Price gave me half of that $150. Like literally, it gave me half of that $150. But I was so greedy. I was so greedy. I was like, yeah, price must go and touch that resistance level, guys. I was so greedy. I was so greedy. Okay, I just used the $150 as an example, guys. Okay, so let me show you guys. So I was saying if price comes here on BTC, I'm going to take the buy to the upside. And what are the confluences I saw? I saw a change of character, a demand zone that swept the liquidity. I saw the fair value gap, and I saw liquidity resting above the PY. I have a TP1, I have a TP2. Can you imagine? I already have a TP1 where price is going to get to before I rejected. So that price got to my TP1 and reversed against me because I was anticipating for price to go to TP2. I didn't take partials. Okay, let me show you guys on how I really fucked up on BTC. Okay, I think this is the BTC, guys. Okay, yeah, this is the BTC when the BTC was active. So I told you guys that if BTC comes here, I'll be buying. So guess what? BTC came there and BTC was buying to the upside. And guess what? There is this zone right here. This zone, is it this particular setup? I don't want to like make the mistake showing you guys a wrong setup. I want to show you guys that particular setup. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is it. So I told you guys that if price BTC comes to this point, like I'll be buying to the upside. Okay, BTC came, mitigated the zone which I was expecting that it's going to mitigate, and my stop loss was I had to protect my capital at this point because I was anticipating that price is going to come and hit my TP2. So this was my TP1 that price came to mitigate. I didn't take my profit. I was anticipating that price will go to my TP2. I was trying to be greedy at that point. So price offered me half of what I was risking, but I didn't want to take the profit. Instead, I had to like protect my capital. And guess what? I was more like overconfident that this price is going to my TP2. And guess what, guys? Price price really fucked me up at this point. Guess what? Price came back, stopping me out and taking off my capital, because why it was that I had to like unprotect my capital. I had to like back, take my stop loss back to this point where it was at initially. And guess what? Price played me so very dirty. Let me show you guys when price played me so very dirty. So one thing I learned about this is that if the market is able to give you half of your profits, learn to be contented with that and take your profit and run. Take your profit and run. So this was the setup, guys. This was the setup before and after. Okay, so I was able to execute the buy. So price came to that point, and guess what? I had to move my stop loss back to where it was before, and guess what? Market kicked me out. So I lost on this particular setup. So I learned from this setup, I learned not to be greedy. That's why I learned. If price is able to give you half of your profit, learn to take your profit and run away. That was what I learned in the forex channel. Now if you see at this point, I was trying to also sell, but anyways, that's that. So this will be the end of the video on trade recap on what particular trade I took for this week. There are also some setups I took for the week that I also make little amount of profit from, but I don't want to like go deep down into it because I want this video to be in a very short time so that you guys will enjoy and see the kind of confluences I saw before taking this particular trade. And also on Nasdaq, NZD, Canadian dollar, I was able to like secure good profit on this on Nasdaq NZD card. So this was so very nice trade for me too as well. So that will be the end of this video. You guys should like, comment, share, and subscribe to my video. And if you guys want to see more videos like me, uploading more videos like me on how I um approach the forex market, you guys should hit the subscribe button and share. Peace.